Brown, I share the points today. What was your take on the match?
Difficult match. I thought we played well. I thought first half in particular we were very good against the what was a really difficult conditions. Again, we came here today and the wind was very strong. So I thought against difficult conditions we played really well in the first half. Created some really good chances. A great goal by Ross Taylor. I thought it was a fantastic strike from him. I thought we were really worthy of our lead, and probably could have and should have maybe been ahead. But second half, Elgin changed their shape slightly. Don't think we were quite as fluid in the second half. I thought it was a fairly easy-peasy second half game. But again, we still looked threatening in the final third, created some good opportunities, and just unfortunately got hit by a wee sucker punch towards the end of the game. So, all in all, given the week we've had, a really different week for obvious reasons. I'm really pleased with the performance of the players today. I think there was 5 changes to the team. We've obviously not trained properly this week. We went on Tuesday for the celebrations from the weekend before, which everybody's more than entitled to have. So given everything that's went on this week, I thought it was a really strong performance over the piece. Probably should win the match over the 90 minutes. But it's a point and we move on.
Yeah, a few absentees today. What's the latest with a few of them?
Yeah, a few injuries. So obviously people will be aware of Nicky and his hamstring. He came off in the last few minutes of last week with a hamstring injury as well. And then we had a bit of illness today. Mikey Anderson and Brad both had illness, so they were out of the team. So obviously the players that came in, there's quite a number of them came in. I thought they'd done well, acquitted themselves well without a lot of minutes over recent weeks. So in terms of moving into next week, we'll reassess the injuries from today. We won't expect Nat or Nicky to be back, but hopefully Mikey Anderson and Brad will be available.
Looking back on last week's celebrations, where were you at the exact moment you found out the Peterhead result of Bunnery?
We were on the pitch. I think probably everybody in the game had only been maybe finished a minute or so. We were on the pitch, just the usual. Sort of saying well done to opposition players and speak to each other. And everybody was just desperate to see what had happened. So I think, yeah, I've seen the video and the scenes when the realisation came through that Peterhead hadn't won. Yeah, a very special moment, and one that we'll all remember.
Mm-hmm. One promotion as a manager, a league title as a coaching staff must be one of Stennismuir's most successful individuals, no?
I've no idea. I mean, I think we probably all are. The club it's not been a club that's looked at a lot of league titles and trophies over its history, and that's what makes this also special. So for everybody connected at this moment in time, whether that be players or staff or people behind the scenes, everybody who's involved in the club has played a special part in getting something historic for the club. And yeah, as I said, we'll all move forward with this, knowing that with a great sense of pride. But our job now is to just try and keep moving forward, and we look forward to the next season. We finish this season off hopefully doing well. We're happy with today's performance, but we hope to finish this season off well. And then, as I said, we just try to keep trying building and progressing the group.
Can you pinpoint any individual moment this season that you thought that spurred us on to the next level or potentially won us the league?
There's been lots of moments. I think you could look at it different ways. I think when we've had a setback this season, the group have came together and we've responded really well. And obviously you've got the defeat to Brora in the Cup, and we followed that up. You've had other moments in this season where we followed up a disappointing result. I think probably the biggest one was a defeat to Peterhead defeat to Clyde, then we followed that up with a really difficult win against Bonnyrigg. So that was a collective. There's obviously been individual moments this season as well that have just been outstanding. I'm thinking like Adam Brown's goal against Peterhead in such a big game. James Berry's the last minute winner against Spartans, and his winner again late against Dumbarton. So I think there's a lot of different things that have happened throughout the course of the season, but probably the biggest thing is the consistency of the group as a unit, as a team, and that's just reflected in our results and obviously where we've finished. So many different things that you could pinpoint, but these are the things that just strike me straight away.
And finally, do you have a message for the fans that have travelled up and down the country and witnessed history this season?
Well, they have. They've always been. We know a lot of them personally. A lot of the supporters personally. And that's a good thing. It's obviously we've not got a massive fan base, so you get to know the people. You get to know what it means for them. They spend a lot of their time and their money and following the club, and it means so much to them. And you saw that with the celebrations last week. So the message is quite clear. We just want to enjoy it as a group. We've seen that last week. Everybody was together. We were in the wee bar. We were up in the hospitality. People were in around the changing room area as the night wore on. It was one of the best nights that I've certainly had, and one that will live with me forever. So, you know, for anybody connected to the club, supporters, volunteers, staff, everybody, you know, it's the message is simple. It's been a unity this year, a real togetherness, and we've got it through it together, and we've won a championship which everybody can hopefully enjoy for the next few weeks.
Thank you very much, man. Cheers
Okay,
for your time.
thank you. Cheers. Thanks, guys.